As much as I rail against the podcasting is cheap and easy mentality, I have to admit it. Podcasting is cheap and easy for a lot of podcasters, but your content doesn't have to sound that way. Hello and welcome to another podcast Pontifications with me, Evo Terra. So I had a bad thing happen to me not long ago. I tried to hide this from you, or shelter you from this, but it's going to come out, and you're going to hear it. I'm not sure how it happened, but I take great pains to ensure that things like this do not happen. But during the recording of another podcast, not this show, my audio is bad. I know, the horror of it all. Now, not so bad that you can't hear clearly what I'm saying, but it's so bad that it's markedly different from the way I strive to sound on, well, all of my recordings, right? Whether it's a show I'm producing or whether it's an appearance I'm making on another podcast, I want to sound good. It's not bad enough for us to scrap the entire episode. I've done that before. But it is bad enough that at the top of the show, there's a disclaimer that's going to be placed that says, Evo's audio is bad. And I don't like that. Now, people brand new to the show are thinking, oh, great, yet another audio prima donna who won't accept anything except perfection. And while that statement is directionally true, it's very superlative, and that does not describe me. The reality is, I care less about perfection, but I won't settle for anything that isn't quality. Now, to me, quality means doing the best you can with what you have to work with. That's my definition. That means your environment, your equipment, your voice, your experience, your level of comfort. All of those things are part of the what you have to work with portion of that statement. And I think all of them can be made better, up to the point where they're all working together that allow you to make a quality podcast or appear as a quality guest on a podcast. But not a perfect podcast. See, perfect is an imaginary destination. It's a goal we strive toward. But quality? Now, that's a commitment you can make to every single piece of content you produce starting right now. My approach to quality this way, again, doing the best you can with what you have to work with, is why you won't hear me giving a lot of how-to advice on this podcast. Look, every word in that phrase, doing the best you can with what you have to work with, is unique to every podcaster, and it's your best, not everyone's best. It's what you have to work with, not what everyone else has to work with. Approaching quality this way means you are not chasing the perfect microphone. You're not looking for the perfect recording solution or trying to select the perfect format for your episodes. Heck, you're not even looking for the best of those things or even the top rated of those things, because those things are things. They're just objects. Objects that will perform differently under your hands, like they perform differently under my hands, or as they would perform differently under someone else's hands. It's the you that brings the best to the party, not those objects. Making a personal commitment to quality means you care. You care about your own listeners to your own show. You care about the listeners of other shows that you appear on. You care about the craft of podcasting, and also that means you're committing to quality in all the things you do with podcasting. Again, every single time you're interviewed on another podcast. Yes, every episode of your podcast, but also every presentation you give at a conference. Everything you do podcasting, make that commitment to quality. But remember, a commitment to quality does not mean a refusal to accept anything that is not perfect. A commitment to quality doesn't mean you can't act like a goofball sometimes. Lord knows I do. A commitment to quality simply means that you are confident that you are doing the best you can with what you have today. And if you can get better tomorrow, you will. With that, I shall be back directly with yet another podcast, Pontifications. Cheers.